do this dark screen video. After I just saw a random video in my news feed, and this woman was saying, women shouldn't get married because married men talk about their wives real bad, and this is coming from a mistress. And I was thinking in my head, no, you mean a prostitute? It's coming from a prostitute. Um, Side chicks and side dudes are prostitutes. Period. Um, and I dare somebody to challenge me on this, because I can prove that they're prostitutes. If you compare them to a prostitute, you'll see that they're a prostitute. They're passively prostituting, and they're a prostitute in disguise. And that's the bottom line. Okay. Okay, I had to talk about that. I had to do this video because this woman really thought she was saying something to married women, saying she's a mistress, and the men be talking about their wives. What these prostitutes, mistresses, and side chicks and side dudes don't know is that, hold on, y'all, let me get on video. Let me, y'all, oh, darn, it ain't charged yet. What these side chicks and side dudes do not know is that they tell the side chicks and side dudes all type of bad stuff about their wives. Meanwhile, that's only so that the side chick and side dude could go harder. Okay? Basically, they're trying to candy coat their heart chakra. They're trying to make them think that they're special, so that they will go in harder in the bedroom, and they will get clingy. Their ego will be fed. Mistresses, side dudes and side chicks, they are demon possessed people. And they got a narcissistic spirit in them. And that narcissist needs fad. Their ego needs fad. So when the married person talks bad about their spouse, their narcissism gets fad. They start thinking that there's somebody out there who they're better than. So they start thinking that they're special. They're special, and that maybe they have a chance to take the spouse's place. Meanwhile, if you ever look at the statistics, a lot of the men and women, they don't even marry the side chicks and side dudes, and that marriage ends up failing, even if they do leave their spouse for the side chick and side dude. And statistics say often the side chick and side dude is not even better than the spouse. Normally, they're in more need than the spouse. For example, married people who are cheaters will sleep with side chicks and side dudes who don't even got nothing. Broke, struggling. And they're rushing to be side chicks and side dudes because they're broke. They're prostituting with the married person. They wouldn't be able to pay their bills if they weren't sleeping with someone's husband or wife. They wouldn't be able to get their hair done or take care of themselves like they should need to be if they wasn't sleeping with somebody's husband or wife. So side chicks and side dudes need to stop acting like they had privilege. No, you're pathetic. If you're sleeping with somebody's spouse, you're pathetic. You're prostituting, because ain't nobody out here is sleeping with somebody's spouse for free all the time. Oh, just because I love them. No, they're not doing that. They're getting their drink spot. They're getting their hotel rooms paid for. They're getting jewelry in the mail. They're getting credit card to use. They're getting some of their rent paid. They're getting money given to their kids. All that type of stuff. So I find that mistresses and side dudes, they are opportunists. They are opportunists, and they are grandiose narcissists. And the spouse is most likely possessed by a vulnerable narcissist. That's why the spouse plays victim when they are around their side chick and side dude. Now, I already know this video is not going to get a lot of traffic because people swear up and down that they're special sleeping with somebody's spouse. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, because I didn't already been there. Meaning my partner had a side chick. The person I was with years ago had a side chick. And in the end, the side chick slept with their friend. So they lost me. They lost me. And they had to throw away the side chick. But the point is that both of them are doing spell work on each other. The side chick is doing spell work on the other person, and the other person's doing spell work on them. One is doing spell work emotionally and mentally, and the other one is doing sexual and emotional spell work. The side chick and side dude does emotional and sexual spell work. The spouse does emotional and mental and financial spell work. Narcissists know how to hook people financially. They use money for witchcraft. And that's what a lot of cheating spouses do. So all they're doing is putting spells on each other and building up their karmic energy debt. Normally, when they aren't together anymore, neither one of them neither one of them can find a loyal partner, because whatever toxicity that they had, that they brought into that affair, it just gets worse. See, sometimes people cheat. Well, often most people cheat because they want to be able to be toxic and get away with it. They don't want to have no rules. They don't want to follow no rules. They don't want to be honest. They don't want to follow any of the rules of the vows. They want to be toxic. They want to be toxic with loyalty, honor, obedience, all of that. Now, I know people say some people cheat because they're being abused. Some people use that as an excuse. Meanwhile, they don't even realize that their toxicity is still there. Somebody can be abused and still be toxic. Somebody can be abused and still be a toxic person, and was already toxic. So my thing is the side chick and side dude don't realize that they're really just a toy. They're really just a toy, and they do have an expiration date. Even if they leave their spouse and marry the side chick and side dude, the side chick and side dude later on in the marriage will say, it ain't like it was when we was cheating. You ain't treat me the same. Because a part of the love and the passion and the heat was because they were cheating. The fire was started with gasoline and not with two sticks, with kindling. It's called kindling. When you mate with someone with honesty and integrity and respect, you have kindling. It's like two sticks rubbing together. But when you enter a relationship false and lying and sneaky and unfaithful, you're using gasoline to get that fire going on. So what ends up happening is when those people get together for long term, all the things that brought them together, due to what they were trying to force their spouse to give, the glamour of that wears off. For example, somebody cheat on their spouse because, oh, my spouse is fat, I'm gonna go cheat with a prostitute mistress because she's skinny. The thing is everybody age, and skinny don't always look good old. When you age, skinny don't always look good. So when that person ages, when that mistress ages and skinny and don't look as good, they're not going to get treated as good by that spouse, that cheating spouse. See, the thing is part of the reason why spouses cheat is because of sexual attraction. But a lot of spouses will say, no, that's not why. I didn't get no love at home. I didn't get no love at home. That's not why. Okay. If it wasn't sexual attraction, then why did you have to have sex with them? If all you needed was emotional love, and you was not trying to get something you thought was better sexually, why did you have to have sex with them? You could have just kept them as an emotional friend. You could have just emotionally cheated rather than sexually cheated. So when most spouses, when they cheat sexually. But here's the thing. Most people that cheat are cheating with multiple people. It gets easy to do. They cheat with that person, this mistress, and then they got another mistress, and another mistress, and another mistress. And there's 4 or 5 party situations going on. And then what ends up happening is the spouse starts to figure things out. Because they sleeping with too many different people. Energetically, it messes with their intuition. But then the mistresses, they start to be like, what's up? Are you getting back with your wife? Because how come I'm getting less time with you? So what ends up happening is the mistresses all start trying to go harder because they think they're losing their pimp. They think they're losing their pimp. Wow. The spouse that's being cheated on is like, I'm trying to let you go because you ain't spending very little time with me. So I already know you probably cheating all over the place. So I'm going to let you go. Now, here's the thing. All that different bacteria and STDs, stuff being switched around, because believe me, the more people you sleep with, the higher risk of getting an STD. Cheaters normally get so excited about the cheating that they can't stop cheating with person after person after person after person, all while they're telling each person they're the only one. That they're the only mistress or they're the only side dude. And then guess what? Those mistresses and side dudes are sleeping with other people too. Because it's all one big open relationship with exceptions of the loyal spouse. So all the mistresses are sleeping with other people, possibly other married people. The married cheater is sleeping with the mistresses as well. And maybe sometimes tricking their spouse to give them some booty. So here now everybody's at risk. Everybody's at risk of STDs. Everybody's at risk of diseases. Now guess what? When that happens, the mistresses say, well, I cut him loose because he gave me a disease. But how do you know you didn't give it to him? Because I'm sure he wasn't the only one you were sleeping with. Because you're not married to him. You're like, it's all open. You know that he might sleep with his wife sometimes, so you're going to sleep with somebody else too. Here's another thing. No one who's unmarried in the situation, unless it's an incurable disease, they can't really sue about it. But the loyal spouse can. The loyal spouse can take that spouse to court and get dough for being infected with a disease. So this is why I tell mistresses and side chicks, side dudes, you're really not benefiting like you are. The risk is too high. The risk is not worth those cheap flowers, that bottled wine, that little small princess cut diamond that you got, your little $50 hotel bill. It's not worth possibly even getting smoked. Because some people's spouses will come for you. It's not worth having an unplanned pregnancy and your baby can't get the social security of the married man. Because you're not married to him. You're a mistress prostitute. So your kids cannot get the Social Security. Even if he did, even if he did divorce his wife and get with you and y'all side chick baby that y'all made, y'all baby y'all made with y'all hoeing, the courts may not give you his Social Security yet because he still owes those years of Social Security to his wife and kids. And if he dies, the kids that's in his marriage will get the death benefits before your kid will, if you're the mistress. So the point is, it doesn't benefit you. All you're doing is getting a little bit of crumbs here and there. When you can literally get you a man that will choose you as the wife, rather than a prostitute and saying, you're just my side chick. The men who choose mistresses are men who don't ever want to have on their mind that they went out and actually went shopping for a prostitute on LA flats. They didn't walk the streets of LA. They didn't drive up LA and get a prostitute. They're trying to avoid having that in their mind. They want to always say, I never slept with a prostitute. It was a mistress. But it was a mistress because they were paying the bills before they got the booty. I mean, last time I checked, that's prostitution. Now, even if someone say, well, isn't it prostitution if somebody's legally married? Then it's legal prostitution. It's safer prostitution. It's supposed to be safer. Okay? If someone's going to say being married, isn't that prostitution? Actually, it's not. Because a wife can actually say, well, I'm too tired to have sex. And the husband still has to still take care of her. And vice versa. But 9 times out of 10, if a mistress say, I'm not having sex with you no more, that married man's going to be like, well, I'm not paying your bills. So that's how you know it's prostitution. No married person is saying, I'm not going to pay your bills no more because you got a hysterectomy. They're not saying that to their wives. But let that mistress get a hysterectomy and don't want to have sex no more. And that married man going to be like, I'm good, babe. I'm not, why am I going to see you? Just to give you money? So the point, y'all know this is an unfiltered channel, y'all. Unfiltered. So the point is both of them is tricking. Okay? The married spouse and the prostitute, they're both tricking. They tricking each other. They tricking. Because let me tell you, a mistress will still sleep with a married man even if he got a little penis, even if he got erectile dysfunction. All because he's paying her bills. There's no mistress walking this earth is sleeping with a man on a weekly basis, risking her life. For the married woman might come for her. She's not risking her life and her genitals for free. Just like a prostitute won't. So it's all the same. You can call yourself any name that you want to call yourself. But the nature of it is still prostitution. Okay? You can say, oh, when you eat at a buffet, oh, I'm just a real hungry person. When you're eating there for 5 hours. But other people going to say, no, you're a hog, boo. You've been sitting in this buffet eating for 5 hours. You're a hog. Because that's what hogs do. All right. And then here's the thing. Side chicks and side dudes think that their genitals are safe. Oh, he's a married man. I can go buck wild in here. And I say to myself, if he would cheat with you, anywhere and everywhere, Because they will cheat with a mistress anywhere and everywhere. They will cheat with a mistress in the back alleyway somewhere. If they would cheat with a mistress anywhere and everywhere, what makes you think they won't cheat with another one? Why would they be loyal to you and they're not even loyal to their wife who's helping them pay their bills? Who may have had their kids, who may have been by their side while they were sick, who may have helped them when they were in jail, put money on their books in jail. Why would they be loyal to you and they're not even loyal to their wife? Y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm the side chick. He loved me. He don't love her. Child, you the last. Actually, he loved you less than her. He loved you less than his wife. Because he's trying to get everything, without ever putting a ring on your finger, without ever making sure you can get Social Security if he die, without ever putting you in his will. You're loved less. But he creeping with me. He tricking with you. Because the wife is so much better than you that she will cut him off the moment she find out that he tricking with you. But you'll sit up there, I'm talking to the mistresses, you'll sit up there living delusions that he's not tricking with nobody else but you. And if he don't make time for you, you won't cut him off. If he come through once a month, you'll still keep him because you still want them crumbs. The wife is like, no, you're not coming through this bedroom once a month and not answer your phone 5 days a week. No, you're not. We're done. But you say what the mistress say, well, he come through once a month, and once a month, so I'm good. So not only is the wife better than you, she has more self-respect than you. She's a high, if you're going to call both situations prostitution, she's a high-class prostitute. The wife is a high-class prostitute. You are low-class prostitution. You are LA on the streets prostitution. She is Beverly Hills prostitution. Y'all, I call it what it is. Oh, it's all prostitution? Okay, but guess what? She's a higher rank. She's higher class. Because she's making sure that even if she gets rid of him, dealing with your low class prostitution, she's making sure that she still get paid even after they get divorced. She's making sure that her kids is covered. Why else do you think she got a ring on her finger? Why else do you think she did that? It wasn't just for love. Y'all. Woo, child. She laughing all the way to the bank while getting her divorce. And where are you laughing at? You're laughing. You're getting you are getting someone's leftovers. Really. You're getting a damaged man. A mistress is getting a damaged man. Having to walk on eggshells, wondering if he's going to cheat on her because he cheated on his wife with her. Who wants to live in that type of paranoia? Oh, he cheated with me. Is he going to cheat on me and marry me after he left his wife? What? The wife is sleeping like a baby after that divorce. She's going cashing checks. She's getting it. She's getting it. She's probably got her medical bills paid for right out of his bank account instantly. While she got a whole nother man that's loyal. While you're worried whether he's going to do to you what he did to his wife. While still getting the scraps of his money. Until his wife decides to tell the courts she don't want no more of his money. Till she says that. Till she releases him through that divorce. you're going to keep getting scraps. And you're getting the leftovers of his penis. The wife didn't fuck the shit out. Just keep it real. The wife didn't F the mess out of that husband. They've been having sex up a storm since they've been married. You're getting the leftover penis. You're getting the penis that has been through the ringer for years. That means also the shelf life that you have with that penis is shorter. The wife got the best years of that penis. You're getting the leftover years in which he might even be closer to erectile dysfunction or weak boner. You're getting someone who's closer to that. Because all men over 50, they live in delusions thinking that their boner is just as strong. It's not anymore. It's not, but they want to believe that it is. That's okay. They can believe that it is. But men over 50, no. No. Their male hormone starts to drop unless they're on HRT and all that type of stuff. It drops. Just like a woman's breast drop and her booty drop, the strength of their penis drop. So you're getting them on the down slope. You're getting someone's husband on the way down. Yo. Woo, this channel is unfiltered. For real. And half of these men who are cheating on their wives, they're over 40. Over 40. Over 40, they're cheating on their wife that's over 40. She's in menopause. She's getting in menopause. She's not taking my crap no more. She's not so docile anymore. So I'm going to go get me a younger woman to cheat with. And guess what? Even if he did leave his over 40 wife, that younger woman, when that older man gets 50, she's going to see that the sex is not as good anymore. They got to use toys, all this different stuff, all this overstimulation and stuff. And yes, she might still just be going on 40 or going on 35, and he's smacking 60. I'm going to keep it real, y'all. He's smacking 60 on the butt. And she got to do all this acrobatic and all this overstimulation just to get things going in the bedroom. And then she get tired of him. And say, why the heck did I do this? The money ain't that good no more. Especially since he ain't going to have much money after he's divorced. Period. He ain't going to have nowhere near. That wife going to make sure that mistress don't get much money. She going to make sure of that in divorce court. So it's just stupid. It's stupid being a mistress. There are women in my old relationship. I was young and they were younger than me. And they were sleeping with my man. And when he was done with them, and it got old and they found out he was sleeping with other women, they wanted to get even with him and come tell me. Yeah, I was sleeping with your man. I said, I knew you were. I wasn't sleeping with him when you were sleeping with him. Why do you think he was going so hard on your booty? The moment I sensed he was sleeping with you, I stopped sleeping with him. And I also said, I didn't give him nothing. You gave him something. You gave him booty. You gave him your time and your energy. I didn't cook clean for him. I didn't give him no money, no booty, not all. I didn't give a damn if he called me. I didn't run to see him. So you telling me to get even with him makes no sense. You think you're getting even because you think I was still sleeping with him while you were sleeping with him. But I'm an intuitive person. The moment I sense somebody sleeping with somebody, I don't sleep with them. I had to tell the woman, I said, no, you. She said, he was with me last night. I said, and he wasn't with me. He wasn't with me last night. She said, I was with him last week. He cheated with me. I said, and I wasn't with him last night. The moment he didn't answer his phone, I knew. I blocked him. I didn't even break up with him. I didn't even verbally break up with him. I sent him to you. And now you want to get upset because you didn't heard he's trying to come back to me. Well, I didn't take him back. You can have him. And they walked away together, y'all. They walked away together. And guess what? After she had him for a while, she didn't want him no more. Know why? Because cheaters will hide their flaws while they're cheating. But once it ain't a third party situation, their flaws come out. Their true self come out. And then the side chick, side dudes be like, wow, I didn't know you was this toxic. Now that you're all mine and I get to see you all day and you don't got a woman calling you to come get you. Now that I could be in your energy all day, woo, I didn't know you was toxic. I didn't know you was toxic. I don't want to be with you. As they say, things change when the mistress starts acting like a wife, or the cheating man starts to act like his true self, and that's some fake Prince Charming just to get the side chick's booty. Because cheaters always lay the charm on thick. Because they're real thirsty for something that they normally don't have. So they lay the charm on real thick. But then once the other person releases them, then they end up slipping up and being their true toxic self. And the side chick side dude be like, nah, you ain't who I thought you was. And that's what happened with my situation. The side chick was like, when I ran into him, he was like, I said, so how's you and so-and-so doing? He said, we ain't together no more and all of that. She got another man. She brought another man around my face and basically left me by the wayside or whatever. And I said, well, that's karma. And I said, what goes around comes around. And I was like, well, I don't know what to say. And he thought I was going to show some compassion, but I'm like, no. You was always toxic. She saw your toxicity. And she said, no. First of all, let me tell you something. Since most of the time the mistress is not better than the wife, this is proven by statistics. She normally don't have as much, and she's normally messy. Okay, she's not as grounded. There's no way that mistress would be able to stay happy with him, being as though she messy, he messy too. See, only reason why it worked between the husband and the wife, the cheating husband and the wife, is because the wife wasn't messy. People who are messy cheat, period. They don't tell their wives and husbands how they feel. They don't take the steps and say, this is the consequences, I'm unhappy, or I'm going to leave. They don't take mature adult steps to handle their marriage. They're messy. They're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They want their bills paid. They want this fake image while they're sleeping on the side. That's messy. But the wife, the loyal partner, is not messy. Otherwise, 9 times out of 10, they both be cheating on each other. Both of them will be in that energy. The messy partner would be like, the wife would be like, oh, you cheat, I cheat. We both gonna be cheaters up in here. We both gonna be messy. But because she ain't messy, she said, I'm done with you. Go ahead and be with the mess. Go ahead and be with the prostitute mistress mess. Y'all could be messy together. But I'm going to check out on this because I'm getting tired of you messing with my money. And I'm getting tired of you trying to make me messy like you. Every time you come back from that mistress, you try to make me messy. So I'm leaving you so I could be away for the whole damn mess. That's what the wives will say. The loyal wives. Y'all. And there's so many women that glamorize being mistresses that it's actually pretty disturbing. And it shocks me. It shocks me because then it makes me realize. It makes me realize just how much these men are suffering. Because let's keep it real. Mistresses be sleeping with other people's husbands while they got boyfriends. Mistresses be having boyfriends while sleeping with somebody else's husband. And they say, well, my boyfriend didn't put a ring on it, so I could sleep with someone's husband. So what we have now in society is a bunch of men who were maybe thinking about putting a ring on a woman's finger, but they were cheating with someone's husband. So now y'all see why there's some men who are outraged. Like, oh, this was my woman, but she wanted to cheat with her husband. Let me tell you, these mistresses would not even be cheating with these husbands if they didn't know so much about their life. This is why when you are a married woman, you have to stop talking to women about your relationship. If you are a married woman, stop telling these women about what your man buy you, what he got, what he do for a living. Literally don't talk about it. Because a lot of women, there's a lot of mistresses out here. If y'all go on Quora, you'll see so many men are on there saying, I got a mistress, I got a mistress, I got a mistress. That means there's so many women. These threads are super long on Quora with mistresses. That means there's so many women who are prostitutes. They just ain't walking the street with it. They're walking the dating apps. They're a streetwalker. They're on the dating apps, calling themselves mistresses. Wow. I know me. I'll be like, if somebody say, "Well, I'll sleep with your husband," I'll be like, "Go right ahead," because I got mine. I got mine already. There's plenty of penis out here, so you can have it. But I got my money, my car, and everything, so I really don't care. And I'm not ugly. If you're an ugly wife, okay, yeah. If you let yourself go, if you got real ugly, of course you're gonna be like, how could this happen? But if you're an attractive woman and married, you'll be like, go ahead and have them, baby. Go ahead and have them, mistress, prostitute. I'm attractive. And attractive people can always get somebody new. I don't care how old they are. If you're 50 years old and attractive, you can get somebody. So it makes no sense. And I find that mistresses are also lazy people. They want to sit back and be like the women in the brothel houses. They don't want to climb spiritually, and they don't want to have to provide for themselves. They really don't. They don't want to do any. They don't want to do the work of the wife. They don't want to do the work of the wife to actually earn it. Earn the real benefits. They doing fast work. Sex, that's fast work. It doesn't take much to pull your pants down and get busy. You can get busy, you instant pants down and let's get it within 1 minute. But the wife is doing real work. She's breaking her back and earning that money. Hard work. So not only are mistresses prostitutes, but they're low level, low class, lazy prostitutes. And they're sexual slaves that's being paid crumbs for their sexual slavery. I know that I find them laughable. I find them laughable. Because then they're deluded, whooped, and distorted mind that they actually think that they're getting ahead. Their self-esteem is that low. Like super low. They're getting all dressed up. And here's the thing. The side chick has to break her neck to keep that dude giving her crumbs, giving her leftovers. She's buying expensive lingerie, expensive clothes. She doing everything possible. The wife can literally walk in the room with jammies on and a bonnet on and still get her money, because she earned it from years of hard work in that marriage. The mistress has to spend some money to look like she's spending money just to keep that spouse. So how is she getting ahead? Soon as she starts to look regular, he's not going to want her. Soon as the mistress looks like a plain Jane and a regular, he's not going to want her. And that's just the truth. He's not. Soon as she shows up as the way she was born, she don't got $100 hairdo. She's not trying to look expensive. See, she wants to look like a cash cow. She has to look like that. Like, what woman on this earth wants to have to go that far just to get some leftover dough? Just to get whatever dough that's left over that somebody's wife didn't get. Like, I don't want to have to shop at Victoria's Secrets for $100 underwear set just to keep my mistress name label alive and strong with this dude who's married. Just to get whatever his wife didn't get, whatever left over, his pocket change, his penny candy money. Because that's what the mistresses get. His bubblegum machine money. That's what they're getting. Y'all. Oh, no. And then she can never let herself go. If she ever gained a couple pounds, or she ever start to not be able to afford to look like she already got it, he gonna fall back on her. He gonna go, and I'm better off being with my wife. That's what he's going to say. He's gonna start saying, well, I don't have time, I'm working a lot. He's gonna give that mistress excuses. And you know what? The mistress's vagina gets older faster than the wives. Okay? The wives made the man earn it. The mistress is not. She's like, every time I see you, we having sex. Every single time. Every single time. Every time you come to the hotel. Every time we having sex. Because I don't know when I'm going to see you again. I might not see you to the end of this week. So we need to find a way to have some kind of sex. See, a man will get tired of that. A mistress is not saving something for later. She's not, half of them are not even serenading the man with good cooking. They're eating takeout. They're going to restaurants and stuff. Half of these mistresses are not cooking these men good meals. They're not. So that even if they don't have sex with them, the man still wants them because they were cooking up some good meals on a weekly basis, like the wife was doing. But they're not. They're not doing that. All right, y'all, been head on out. Yeah. And I don't understand why people don't realize being oversexed literally ages you. Like, when I see people that look like they're aging real fast, I start to wonder, like, are they playing with themselves a lot? Are they giving a energy to all different people? Are they oversexed? Like, if they look real faded all the time, I'm like, nah. And mistresses will start to look faded. I remember when the girl was sleeping with my man, and when I had met her early on before she started sleeping with my man, she had a glow about her. And then it was like later on when she was sleeping with my man, I noticed that she looked like her face looked like stone. Like she looked at real faded. She looked at old. It was like almost like she aged. Like in just that year, it looked like she aged. By the end of that year when she was sleeping up a storm with my man, it looked like she aged like 20 years. And I looked like I was getting younger. And here's why. When the husband sleeps with his loyal wife and then goes sleep with his mistress, he's siphoning the energy of his loyal wife and giving it to the mistress. But when that wife pulls her energy back and says, I'm not having no sex with you because you up to something, then he don't have no energy to give from his high vibrational wife. He don't have nothing to give to his mistress. So all he's doing is ciphering that mistress's energy. It's not really a exchange, since his energy is already raggedy and dark because he's a cheater. That means the mistress is not getting any high quality energy. She's not. Since the wife has checked out of the whole energy flow. But I wasn't having sex with him, so he wasn't able to cipher my energy to give it to the mistress. So I was looking younger while they were starting to age faster. They were looking faded. They was looking old. They were looking way older than they were, to the point where I think he had said something. He was like, I don't know where all these wrinkles is coming from on my face. Like some of them getting real wrinkly. And I remember him like saying that. And I was like, you ain't you with that old woman or whatever? I said, he said, what are you doing for your skin? I said, I'm not having sex. I'm not laying up with people. I'm not a cheater. That's what I told him when he saw me. And he just got real quiet. And he was like, yeah, I need to cut back on that. I said, well, good luck with that. Y'all, it was just funny, the whole situation. But I learned a lot from that experience. I literally learned about like third party situation is a whole bunch of energy ciphering going on. And once the faithful person drop out, that other relationship starts to be unstable. It starts to have a dark impact on the cheaters. They don't see it though, because they're like, oh, we're free to have sex as much as we want now because the other person is gone. The loyal wife, loyal husband is out the picture. So they start going extra buck wild, and they don't understand that they're literally being vampires with each other. They're being sexual vampires with each other. They start to wear each other down. All right, y'all. See y'all later. If y'all enjoyed the video, for free to let me know. I got to head on out. I want to go on my walk. If you'd like to send a donation, you can send donations to my Cash App at @ Coach B Hunter. This was an adult conversation. Y'all should have known by the video title. So I'll leave the video up. I did this video as a way of also saying thank you to everybody that donated this week. I'll try when I get donations, I'll always try to do a video after that, just to show gratitude for the donations. Bye, everybody.